Hi there, everyone. Today, we are going to look at some definitions in math. These definitions are going to help us understand what words mean, and they will help us on our journey to becoming better mathematicians. So I'm going to introduce you to some vocabulary, and these vocabulary words we will use throughout the rest of summer school. So let's begin. The first two words I want to introduce you to, let me grab my paper, are more and less. If you have more of something, you have a higher amount than someone or something else. If you have less, you have a lower amount than someone or something else. Let's go ahead and look at the picture I have. Tom and Sue both have blocks. Tom has 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. Sue has 1, 2, 3 blocks. If I wanted to find out who had more, I would say, okay, who has the higher number of blocks? Does Tom have the higher number of blocks, or does Sue have the higher number of blocks? I would look at it, I would count each one, and I'd say which number is bigger. And I would say the one with more would be Tom. Tom has the higher amount of blocks. Now for less, the person who has a less amount or a smaller amount would be Sue. Tom has 4 and Sue has 3. So she has fewer than Tom. So let me zoom in so you can see this a little better. See how Tom has 4 and Sue has 3. Tom has more and Sue has less. All right. Now let's look at 3 that I really like, some, most, and all. And I drew a picture for you so you can kind of see what I mean. Okay, I know it's kind of hard to tell, but there are pink dots, there are brown dots, and there are orange dots. Kind of zoom into you. Okay. Some means there are a few dots. There are partially some of the dots that we want. Most means, okay, we have a lot of these, but then there are 2 that are not, and all means the entire thing. So let's look at what we exactly have. Okay, if you look at some, I want to say, okay, how many dots are pink? We're going to be looking at pink dots. Well, some dots are pink. There are dots that are brown, and then there are dots that are orange. So some of the dots, 4 out of the 10 dots, are pink. So some are pink, not all of them, not most of them. There are just a couple or a few in there that are pink. Now let's look at most. Out of this one, we have 10 dots. Now in the 10 dots, we have 8 that are pink. So the majority of them are pink. You have more pinks than anything else. So most of the dots are pink. You have 1 brown and 1 orange. And then when we look at all, we see that every single dot is pink. There's no brown dots and there's no orange dots. All right, and last but not least, we're going to talk about greater than and less than. Okay. When we have a number that is greater than another number, it is the bigger number. So for this one, we have 9 and 4. 9 is bigger than 4, so 9 is greater than 4. There's more of 4. There's more of 9 than there are of 4. All right. Let's look at less than. We're given the number 6 and the number 8. 6 is less than 8. There aren't as many in 6 as there are in 8. So 6 is less than 8. Okay, to quickly review, we talked about more, we talked about less, we talked about some, many, and all, or most, and then we also talked about greater than and less than. These words are going to help you understand the mathematics that we are going to do for the rest of this summer school and into next year. All right. Good job, everybody.